Everything that a giant redwood is was contained within a tiny seed. But for the tree to grow, the seed had to crack open, anchor itself in the earth, and then reach for the light. Some seeds need pressure and a little stress to sprout. Others just need time. Some need fire before they're able to crack open. How do we grow and evolve in the world as it is, in the world of a pandemic? How about employing the viral possibilities of nourishment? If we are the gardeners of our lives, this time is a good time to reflect on how we are being nourished. What is the state of your fertile ground, your health, your support? What are you weeding and what are you feeding? What light are you reaching for? And what is reaching back? We plant and nourish our seeds by what we consider worth doing. We absorb and reflect what is around us. Because for better or for worse, we live in a time of viral possibilities, of laughing and smiling, for better or for worse. Welcome to Shelter and Grace. It is Friday, April 24th. Today's theme is nourishment. Here we shelter in place together every morning using spirit and words and poems, a little ancient wisdom, singing bells, wind chimes, a drum, silence, and maybe a little science to support us in all of this. It's brought to you by myself, Reverend Elizabeth Hager, and San Francisco Unity. This is my 36th day of doing these meditations, live and daily, and I will continue through the end of the shelter in place, through May it looks like. But first, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to use sound and why we use sound here and not just words. And then we'll do the readings, and then we'll start the meditation. We meditate for the same reasons. There's so many kinds of meditations: silent, sound, words. I meditate because I'm looking for the balance between doing and being. I'm looking to be peaceful. I'm looking to get back to my center, to get insights and guidance for what is mine to do in this moment. Because the world can pull us off balance. But I'm also interested in getting to the pause. Because we can't control what is in the outside world, but we can choose our response to it. And we can use it as a tool. This connection allows us to plug in and get that pause between the stimulus and our response, to choose better in the moment. It's that balance of doing and being. And sound is interesting because sound can take us deeper than words on most days. We are vibration, so we can access that quantum field and just be, which affects our overall wellness and expresses in our experience because our bodies hold so much. New trauma research says that we don't just feel tense, we hold trauma in our bodies. And we need something different, something more sensory to get into that story. And one of my favorite sayings is by Seth Godin: those stories that got baked in deep before we knew we were in an oven. Sound leads us into a deeper kind of listening. It's not just the sound, but it's the way the sound directs us in or gives us a path in. Here we use it all. We use all of our senses to words and images, I like to use the image of an ocean to get that feeling of spaciousness when I'm listening to the sounds, or a principle, the principle of love that we align to or we claim. It helps us link back deeply to this power source. The interesting thing Thich Nhat Hahn says about sensory food is that everything that we do, we consume. Whatever we see with our eyes and our ears and our tongue and our body, we consume. Television, we consume. Whatever we read, we consume. And whatever we take in affects our body and mind. That's pretty terrifying. But if we set aside time each day, as he recommends, in a beautiful environment, or to walk in nature, or to look at a flower or the sky, that reality will penetrate us. It's that sensory, and sound is part of that sensory stimulation. And sound is active. We can direct it just like we direct our breath. When we breathe it in, we breathe in the sound with it, and we follow the story. My yoga teacher says, every pain or ache has a story. Follow the story. You don't even have to get any revelation, but just be willing to listen to that story. We are the gardeners of our lives, and we choose. Prayer and meditation gives us more choices in change, and the world is always changing. So what is your intention today? It could be a single word. What do you want to claim? Or what do you want to let go of? There will be 3 bells for us to consider this. And we begin. This is a poem by Hafiz. How did the rose ever open its heart and give to this world all of its beauty? It felt the encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remain too frightened. Let's take that into our meditation today. Let's take our first breath of gratitude. Breathe gratitude in through your heart. Let it light you up. And exhale all that is not yours to do in this moment. Another breath of gratitude. Whatever you're grateful for, breathe it into that place and drop down. And exhale all that has expired in you. accepting it all, making none of it wrong. Gathering yourself back to center, to your intention, to your breath. Everything that a giant redwood tree is was contained within a tiny seed. But for the tree to grow, the seed needed to break open, anchor itself in the earth, and then reach for the light. Some seeds need pressure, stress to sprout. Others just need time. Some must have fire before they're able to crack open. How do we grow and evolve in the world as it is, in the world of a pandemic? How about employing the viral possibility of nourishment? We plant and nourish our seeds by what we consider worth doing. It's the energy that keeps us alive. But also we nourish consciousness and are influenced by our others. We absorb and reflect what is around us. Because for better or for worse, we live in a time of viral possibilities, where a stranger's random act of kindness changes our day and changes the world. We live in a time of viral possibilities, for better or for worse. How did the rose ever open its heart and give to the world all of its beauty? It felt the encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remain too frightened. How do we grow and evolve in the world as it is, in the world of a pandemic? How about employing the viral possibilities of nourishment? We plant and nourish our seeds by what we consider worth doing. It is the energy that keeps us alive. But also we nourish consciousness as we are influenced by our others. We absorb and reflect what is around us. Because for better or for worse, we live in a time of viral possibilities, and we need the encouragement of light to grow. How did the rose ever open its heart and give to this world all of its beauty? It felt the encouragement of others against its being. Otherwise, we all remain too frightened. We remember this place of kindness, of light and nourishment. This place always accessible under our breath when we drop down to that peaceful place, the kingdom of God within. We remember this place where we reset with each breath so that we can be the light to others. We remember this place, and so it is. I'm going to end with a poem by Hafiz. It's called I Got Kin. Plant so that your own heart will grow. Sing because this is the food our starving world needs. Laugh because that is the purest sound. Thank you so much for joining me. Join me again every day. Thanks to San Francisco Unity, and blessings on your day.